This is my most favorite planter of the year. And what I did is I took one plant, mostly one plant of each variety that I really liked, and I put them into one great big, probably 20-inch container. So I have Rock and Play in the blues, and that gave me my height. That is going to be, this whole thing is for pollinators, but this is like really, really popular with the butterflies, bees, hummingbirds. They go crazy with it. I have 3 different types of cuphea going on in it, and we'll show that around the backside. There's a real tall one. There's the honeybells, which is kind of a shorter mounding one. And then there is this enchanted purple, and it looks totally different than the other cupheas, but it's still within that same family. I also have a pink sun impatient that is nice and full, but there's so many huge plants in here, it almost looks dwarfed. Hanging down for that little bit of a spiller, we have the wire vine, beautiful. This Bittens has been such a good performer. It's a white Bittens. It's withstanding that heat beautifully, and it gives that pop of color. It kind of looks like little daisies to me. Comes in lots of different colors. Then, of course, another spiller off to the front, a favorite, is the lofos. The hummingbirds love the lofos. Look at those little tubular shapes. A new one for us this year was the Monarch Magic, and it has lived up to its name. Every time I look out the window, there is a monarch sitting on one of these blooms, just having fun and eating away. I do have a lantana tucked in here, and he's kind of getting choked out. So I did overstuff this, and this is a great example that lantana could be nice and big and beautiful, but he's getting just a little bit choked out in there. I have in these wave petunias. And this color, we're not sure of the actual color because it came as a one-off. It was in with the dark purples, and there was 2 plants that were this color, and they're just beautiful. They're kind of like a deep wine color. You can see I have one more Bittens off the back. I wanted that little bit of white to kind of contrast with it. And then that cuphea, and this is one stem. Look at how much that is. That's one plant of the cuphea, and that's the Cubano Presidential, I believe it was called. And it's a really tall one, very pretty, stunning, has really sturdy stems. But this whole planter all together is just a buffet for the hummingbirds, the bees, the butterflies, and it's growing up beautifully. When you're putting planters together, make sure that you're putting stuff that you really, really like together and that will work together, because when you look at it, it's just going to become your most favorite of the all.